someone anyway and got us both jobs. And that was with the telephone operators we were.
Did you live with Terry for a bit?
I never lived with Terry, but DR did.
DR did.
Right.
Who'd you live with in California?
I lived with Steve and Eileen.
Okay, that's who I meant, but yeah. And then when did you decide to go in the Marine Corps?
Oh, I don't remember all these things anymore. I don't remember. I think
Well, it must have been like 52 because you met Dad. 52, 53.
Well, we got married in 54, I think. Maybe not. I don't even remember when we got married.
What made you decide to go in the Marine Corps again?
What made me decide?
Yeah.
Well, at that time, this was the end of the Korean crisis. And, well, I wasn't doing very much with the telephone company and that, so I decided maybe this would be more interesting than anything. And it was interesting.
You've led a fascinating life.
You think so?
I do.
Someone says I live a fascinating retirement. I don't though. I go playing cards maybe twice a week, and I used to sing. And this year I stopped because I got frightened. I wasn't going to walk in the dark anymore. It's too far for me. And different things I do.
You keep busy.
And then let's see, you got married in 54. You had Mark in 57. You had your special son in 58.
Special needs or special?
Come on, just a little twinkle, Mom. That's all
She
I'm asking.
twinkled.
I
you.
was laughing at it and you saw me, but I just stopped because you guys think I don't know nothing.
We know
But I
you're.
hate to tell you, I think we're all quite smart.
I think you're smarter than us.
No, I get along very well with people, but if they bug me and I let them know about it. It reminds me of Aunt Betty. So I did, I actually thought I was going to get fired.
It's interesting because when I lived in Anoka, some of the people there remember Aunt Betty. The guy across the street remembered once you'd get a little tipsy and go chasing men.
What?
Betty. She'd get a little tipsy, her wig would be on crooked, and she'd go knocking on doors of the men on the neighborhood.
Well, I heard that she did knock on doors, but I didn't hear that she was tipsy. Although a lot of people can think they're tipsy, other people, and they're not. Like every Friday we have a happy day hour, the last hour before we go home. And one night you're only allowed 2 drinks and they'll pay for them. The next you have to pay cash. Anyway, I was to the next and I don't know who was standing over. I think it was Jill or either Mark or something. And I said, oh, this is my brother and sister. You know how sometimes you do? Anyway, and the person that was in charge told me I had to leave.
Oh, no.
And that was written up. So I'm sort of careful what I do and say around there. I asked Jeff where the guy next door to me is because he was going to help me with my dressers. And he was a very nice guy, had a nice wife and everything else. I come back last week, find he was fired. He did something on the job. Like I got on one day I had some pineapple and I had put a little wine on top of it and I was reported too. If I wouldn't have had the...
Why would you get reported for putting a line on pineapple?
On what? Because I was wasting the company's time.
When did you move to Ohio?
Pardon me?
When did you move to Ohio?
Who did I move with is the thing.
Your husband, what's his name?
Oh yeah, I moved with him in 1992, was it?
I think it's 54 when you got married to Dad.
It was 54 when we got married to Dad, but we didn't have kids for 3 years.
But you still moved to Ohio.
Well, I don't know. All I know, there were 2 girls when I left the lake up here. That one prize is in a raffle, and they both build